Hello friends, it's me again, Miss Frizzle, here to give you another story time aboard the Magic School Bus, and today we're actually going to talk about something that I'm sure you have heard a lot about recently. Any guesses what it might be? Any thoughts? Ooh, I think I might have heard it. If you guessed we're going to learn about fighting germs, then you're correct. A gold star for you. We're going to be reading The Magic School Bus Fights Germs. Ooh, you might have been hearing a lot about germs recently, maybe the word coronavirus, and all kinds of things about staying healthy and safe. Well, I always like to say that knowledge is power. So if the word germs kind of scares you, or you're a little bit confused, or you don't really know what's going on, we're going to learn all about it today. So let's strap in, right, to get aboard the Magic School Bus so we can learn all about fighting germs. But before we do, you might have noticed that Liz is not here with us today. Well, I think Liz might have encountered some germs because she's not feeling very well today, so we've decided to stay apart because I'm still feeling healthy and I don't want to get her germs. So unfortunately, she's not going to be able to join us on our adventure today, but we hope that she is getting some sleep, maybe taking some medicine, and we wish her well and hope that she'll be back for the next adventure. So let's hop aboard. Are you ready? Here we go. We have fun in Miss Frizzle's class. We go on wild trips. Where will we go today? I can't guess. Are you all right, Wanda? Look at Miss Frizzle's dress. Ooh, you see Wanda right there? She doesn't look like she feels good, does she? Do you feel like that sometimes? I know I do. Today, we're learning all about germs. They can make people sick. Wanda might be sick already. My throat hurts. May I go to the nurse? I think Wanda's learning about germs. Maybe a little too much. Wanda goes to see the nurse. Is it okay for her to go alone? Keisha asks. We'll go with her. Line up, says the Frizz. We're all going with Wanda? Maybe I should stay here. Just like always, we're going to learn a little bit more from the students in Miss Frizzle's class. So Dorothy Ann writes, germs can make us sick. Germs can be bacteria or viruses. These are tiny things too small to see. Most do not hurt you, but some can make you sick. I think Wanda might have a couple of those germs that make us sick. Miss Frizzle shakes her magic keys. Outside, the bus gets smaller, and we get smaller too. The bus flies in the window, and we get in. Wanda caught a cold. Now we need to catch Wanda. The bus flies into the hall and finds Wanda. It lands in her box. It looks just like a cough drop. Oh no. Wanda reaches in to take one. Now we all know what's going to happen, right? Is she really going to take a cough drop? Or will it be something else? Wanda thinks the bus is a cough drop. She puts it in her mouth. We stop at her throat. We see lots of red and white spots. Have you ever looked at your throat? What color is it normally? Do you think that those spots are supposed to be there? Those spots should not be there. Neither should we. The spots are where Wanda's throat is reacting to the germs. That's what her throat looks like. Oh. Where did the germs come from? Asks Tim. Germs get in bodies through openings like the nose or mouth, says the Frizz. They can even come in through open cuts. Germs get on our hands all the time. Then they can get into us if we touch our nose or mouth. That's why we need to keep our hands clean. So lots of hand washing and hand sanitizer, right? So here's a little bit more about keeping clean by Ralphie. It says, germs can be anywhere your hands go. Think about how many things that your hands touch, right? Look, my hands are on the book. My hands are on my clothes. Oh, goodness. So germs can be on doorknobs, keyboards, phones. How many of you are watching this on a phone right now? There's germs on your phone. other people's hands and everywhere else. And that's why you should wash your hands many times every day, because washing your hands with hot soapy water can help get rid of the germs. And you should always wash your hands for more than a few seconds. You should wash them for, say, as long as it takes to sing happy birthday in your head twice. Okay? That'll help get rid of all those germs. The bus doors open and we get out. The spots are growing all over Wanda's throat, but Miss Frizzle isn't worried. She's never worried. Wanda's body knows what to do, she says. I wish we knew what to do. I think we're going to learn. Do we have to? That's what Ralphie said. He's always so silly. The Frizz gives us special clothes. Follow me, she says. She slips into a blood vessel. These clothes will stop Wanda from getting germs from us, and they'll keep us from getting Wanda's germs. That reminds me. We have something, and you might have seen a lot of people wearing these recently. We have face masks, right? And these help keep our germs to us and help us from getting other people's germs. So that's why you might have seen people wearing them. So we put them over our ears, right? And look, then it protects our nose and our mouth from getting those germs, right? Because then we just learned that that's how the germs can get inside of our body. So if you have to wear these, now you know what they're for. They're to help protect the germs from getting to us and help protect our germs from coming out. So masks are actually really helpful and really important. So if you're wearing a mask, now you can teach somebody something. Tell them what they're for and why they should wear them, right? And so we're not going to go into any blood, but this is what they're wearing to protect themselves. They have a special outfit. And look, she's even wearing a mask so she can be protected. So we are in Wanda's blood. Lots of blood cells are floating there. The red cells bring oxygen, DA says. The white ones help fight germs. The white blood cells are fighting the germs. Is fighting allowed on field trips? This kind of fighting is, says the Frizz. And so we have Why is Wanda's Throat Red by Phoebe. When part of your body is sick, it can get red and swollen. That's because more blood goes to places where there are germs, which makes a lot of sense, right? So that they can fight the germs. There's the red blood cells, and there's the white ones that help fight the germs. Pretty cool, right? Outside, Wanda is at the nurse's office. The nurse looks at Wanda's throat. It doesn't look good, she says. You need to see a doctor. I'm going to have to call your mom or dad to pick you up. Can I be picked up too? Can you guess who said that? Ralphie. Wanda goes outside with the nurse. Wanda's mom comes to get her. Get well soon, says the nurse. We'll go see the doctor now, says Wanda's mom. I wish I could be with my class. And they said, don't worry, we're closer than you think. They're inside her blood. We start to feel very hot. Wanda is getting a fever. A fever is when your body heats up. Fevers can actually help us as well, says the Frizz. That's because white blood cells work better when they're warm. The white blood cells are stopping lots of germs, but more are still growing. Wanda's mom takes her to Dr. Wilson. The doctor takes some germs from Wanda's throat. Let's find out what these germs are, says Dr. Wilson. We can test this cotton quickly. A test? Says Wanda. Don't worry, you don't have to study for this test. Wanda, you have strep throat, says Dr. Wilson. She takes out a pad and writes on it. You need to take an antibiotic, she says. I'll have to tell my class all about strep. And they said, we already know. So here by Wanda is medicine for strep throat. Strep throat can be dangerous. If you have it, you need to take a medicine called an antibiotic. That's going to help her make her feel better. Back inside Wanda, Mrs. Frizzle points at the white blood cells. Something is coming out of them. Those are antibodies, Miss Frizzle tells us. Antibodies? With legs? No, Carlos, antibodies. They help fight germs too. So here is What Are Antibodies by Tim. They are things white blood cells use to stop germs. Antibodies stick to germs and stop them from hurting our bodies. Super helpful. So here is the white blood cells. And this little thing right here, the little orange part, are the antibodies that are stopping those pesky germs. Help make us feel better. That's why she takes that. Suddenly, we notice something. White blood cells are shooting antibodies at us. They think we're germs. Let's get out of here. I never wanted to be in here. We go back to Wanda's throat. As we get on the bus, our special clothes disappear. Back to school, Miss Frizzle calls. That was close. Wanda's mom picks up the antibiotic. She gives some to Wanda. You'll feel better once you rest, says Wanda's mom. Now the antibiotic will help fight the germs and keep Wanda from getting sicker. Thank goodness. Wanda is going home, but we need to get back to school. I'm getting sick of all this sickness. I see a light up ahead, over the tongue and through the teeth. Let's go. There's her teeth. They're about to come out of her mouth. Wanda's mom is driving home. Wanda is asleep. Sleep is good when you're sick. It will help Wanda get better. And it will let us get out of Wanda. Wanda's mouth is open. The window is open as well, so we fly out. Now Wanda can get better, and we can go back to school. Wanda looks like she's feeling better already. At school, we make get well cards for Wanda. We don't want her to miss our next trip. Where will we go next? It could be anywhere. Those are nice bacteria on your card, Arnold. Wanda will have to wash her hands after reading it. Haha. All right, here's one last thing. It says not all bacteria will make you sick. Some are actually helpful. So here's some helpful bacteria. Some bacteria can turn milk into cheese and yogurt that we can eat. Some bacteria live in our intestines and help us digest food. Vegetables would be very hard to digest without bacteria, so we need them sometimes to help us. Some bacteria can help break down dead leaves to make rich soil for new things to grow. And some bacteria can even help clean up oil spills that pollute the land and water. That's a big help. And that's the end. So I hope that you learned a little something new about fighting germs, and especially about what you can do to help fight germs, right? So wash your hands a lot and often because those germs are everywhere and we have to keep ourselves clean, especially our hands. And if we can, wear things that help protect us, like these masks. So I really enjoyed learning about fighting germs with you, and I hope to be back very soon with our friend Liz, who I hope is currently fighting a lot of her germs right now so she can be back for the next adventure. And until then, bye!